Pleased to be joined by our good friend, Dr. Ali Houshmand, President, Rowan University, based in southern New Jersey. The town is?
Glassboro.
Ali, we've had so many great conversations about higher ed. You were just with a group of university presidents in this studio talking about the future of higher ed. One thing we didn't get to talk about is investment, big investment. You were telling me, and I've read about this in many publications, there are 3 areas of investment at Rowan. Break it down. One is in curriculum.
Curriculum. What we are saying is, Steve, higher education needs to always be ahead of the industry to train the workforce of the future for the industry that are going to be created in the future. Many of us do not know. Who would have predicted 10 years ago Uber as a new industry? Similar kind of industries are going to come. And we need to be prepared to train that workforce. Therefore, we figured that given that many of the jobs that we are used to today will not exist in 10, 15 years from now, what should be replacing them? So I figured that we need to invest in that area. So we put $3 million, $1 million per year for the next 3 years, provided that to our faculty and say, go at it, go and invite experts, go and visit other institutions, have conferences and go to conferences, learn what are the new and innovative curriculum that you need to create and replace the existing degrees with those so that we can train the future of America.
But you're also making an investment. By the way, I have, in fact, taught in the past at Rowan. It's been a wonderful experience for me. And you also are, Rowan's a supporter of what we're doing here at the Caucus Educational Corporation. Sure. But one of the areas that I also want to talk about is hiring new faculty as the point here.
Yes.
Why are you hiring 100 new faculty members, and in what areas?
Well, first of all, our university has grown very, very fast. Since 2010, we had roughly 10,000 students. This September, we will be over 19,000 students.
19,000.
19,000. Therefore, we need to make sure that the cadre of our faculty that we have are sufficient for our students. Therefore, that's one area. Not only have we done that, but this year alone, this September, we will bring 142 new faculty to Rowan University.
What areas?
40 in every area.
Every area.
Medicine, engineering, sciences, business, humanities.
Largely research-based, because I know you're the 7th fastest growing research university in the country. Are these research-based?
Well, yes, of course. Every faculty, tenure track faculty of the 144, 44 of them are research-based faculty, 98 of them are instructors. We have now created a new position where we bring professors whose job is to teach. And they are on a 3-year contract rotating. If they perform well, they will continue being employed. And then we hire tenure track faculty who are research focused, who can do discovery, who can create new technologies and new jobs and new startups, all of those things that are part of our portfolio as education.
You know, you and I have had this conversation before, Dr. Houshmand, about being entrepreneurial. Is it absolutely a requirement as a college or university president to be tremendously entrepreneurial as a business person?
Look, we are a $550 million institution. People come in, there are 4,000 people who get paychecks. They go and pay their mortgages. There are 19,000 students who pay their tuition to get their education. If that is not business, I don't know what it is. We are a business. We are in the business of educating the future of this country.
Some of your colleagues are uncomfortable calling a college or university a business. You're not.
No, we are not in the business of making money. We are in the business of making the future of this country, training them. And we need to use business principle to make sure that what we do is efficient. We can save millions of dollars through low-hanging fruit if we do things better.
What do you mean low-hanging fruit?
There are areas in which we really are not good at. For example, there are institutions who are engaged in certain activities that give you housing, student housing. We build our own student housing, and when we manage it, it's actually the least efficient. It creates the least amount of profit. Where we go and partner with others, and they build it on their money, and we use them, the profit is maximum. So at the end of the day, the dorm is created and is being provided to the students. One of them is much more efficient than the other. Why do I want to do an inefficient one when I can do the efficient
one? How much time do you spend, excuse me, thinking about partnerships, relationships?
All the time, every minute, because I believe that the future of higher education has to be in partnership with industries, because what we produce, they use. We need to work together. We need to go together from the very beginning.
By the way, when you mentioned research before, is that part of the $50 million in research?
No, there's a $50 million additional we are going to invest over the next 10 years in the area of life sciences. Our engineers and our scientists and our medical faculty are going to get together and work on new devices and new methods of treating patients and using the latest and the modern areas of technology. For example, you yourself went to Tech Park and looked at the orthopedists who were looking at joints. And
it was amazing.
And those are the kind of discoveries that these engineers do, and they can take it to the operating room and provide a better technology and better treatment for patients.
Before I let you go, as a leader, I've asked you before about the greatest leadership lesson you've learned. The greatest leadership challenge you face is?
My greatest challenge is the safety of 19,000 students. Every day, I worry every second before I go to bed. I worry what if any of these kids, anything happened to them, because I'm responsible for them. And for me, it's incredibly challenging and difficult. I want to make sure that their people's children, who are their most precious assets, are taken care of while they're at university. And when something happens to any one of them, is the most challenging issue for me.
Dr. Ali Houshmand is the president of Rowan University. I want to thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Great seeing you.
Be right back right after this. Thanks, Ali.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by St. Joseph's Health, Valley National Bank, PSC&G, New Jersey Sharing Network, the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, Johnson & Johnson, and by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.